afternoon, everyone. Firstly, say thank you to Ghana Federation for hosting us. We're really honored to be here. In terms of our performance today, we knew that it was going to be a physical fight. We knew it was going to be very difficult. I watched your Ghana versus South Africa, and I knew that was not, it will be even more difficult against us. So I was saying to the girls now, we watched the Ghana matches really on TV. But if there's something that they had today was they've experienced playing against Ghana today. So that's a total different ball game. They had a taste of it. We as staff, we've seen it. We know that Linda will be in the match. We know that Agnes will be up front. I know that second half Agnes will go to the wing. I knew that Anna will be in defense. We knew that Malta will be defense. We know that Precious will be there. So we know the capacity of the Ghanaian team. Defensively, I think for us was always going to have a defensive balance. And the importance of that is because we knew that Linda was there, Sora was there. We knew the pressure was going to come through in the midfield. Now, I thought that it was a lapse of concentration. I've seen the mistakes that we've done in the midfield. I think there were moments in the game that our midfield really collapsed because of the substitutes that Ghana also made. You brought on players that raised the intensity of the match. You had players that could run behind the shoulders of our defense line. You had, I think it was Jessica, number 10. I thought she made a serious impact. And I could see that Ghana was really now targeting our left-hand side. I felt that she was totally alone. But these are things that we have seen now that we've got to rectify. I know that Ghana will still be coming. But at the end of the game, we still need to score a goal at home. And that is really the aim of the game. Well, I think, in my view, women's football has grown in Africa. I think I've seen the way Ghana has really been improving as well. I've seen ourselves even improving. It's my second, going into my third in Uganda. And my aim is to change the way we play football. Yes, the first half, I thought we were panicking. I could see the girls did not play the way we wanted them to play. But second half, there were moments I thought we could keep and really work on our ball and play. We could overload certain zones. We could create numerical situations in the attacking third. But I'm still going to say this, even though we lost today. These are the games I think we need to play as women's football. I think gone are the days where you see a score of 5-6-0. It has to be the way it was today, even though we lost. But it must be like this. Because I can tell you now, I've got to really think of standing next to the sideline. I'm thinking of training sessions, how we can contain Ghana in the next week. It must be like that. So, and that is the only way football in Uganda will grow. And you could see it now with our work on my own philosophy. The under-17s, under-20s, I've got my own game model, and we will stick to my game model. I want us to change the way. I want us to change Ugandan football to play a different way. And we could see bits of it in the second half. Yes, I think first half was always going to be difficult because I thought the first 25 minutes we had to contain Ghana. They were all out coming. And you could see the girls were panicking. We kicked a lot of possession away. So those are areas that we've got work on. But I believe I've selected the best players. I believe I've got a very good group of players that will be able to be promoted to Crescent Cranes in the near future. But I see this huge improvement in Uganda and women's football, and I'm really proud as the coach to sit here and see what they've gone through, what I've put them through. I've put them through so much, and sometimes we've got to give them, if the enemy is coming with so much ammunition, I must be able to give them more ammunition, and that is basically what I've done. But now, it's a matter of us applying it. It's a matter of us taking our game to Ghana. And I know the return leg, it's not going to be easy. Ghana would want to come and win. We would like to win. And the game it's not over. I thought that the substitutions we made in the second half put a little bit of pressure on Ghana. There was better transitions. We could most probably play off the first ball, but it was difficult to come out of the defensive third because there's certain things I think the girl still needs to learn. But the more we play football at this level, the better we will become in future. Well, I think it's something they've never experienced before. I think this would be the greatest, if not the best, opportunity for the girls to qualify for the World Cup. I think Ghana has done it 9 times. And I believe this always the first time. And if they want it bad enough, which I thought today they wanted it bad enough, I'm expecting the same discipline. I'm expecting the same fighting spirit in the second leg, because this is something they all really badly want. But at the end, it's going to come to the last leg at Kadiba. Well, I think they'll be waiting for us at the airport. But I think it's positive. We've got to believe. We've got the girl child out there. We are improving women's football in Uganda. If you understand football, you would see that this game was played at a very high intensity level with a lot of physicality. Even the opposition, Ghana, were tactically very matured. Those are things that we need to learn as well. But I believe, as long as for me it's the importance about the improvement. Yes, we want to qualify for the World Cup, but I need to see there's an improvement in the performance. We've been working tirelessly at the way I want us to play football, and I can see bits every day. I see a little bit more. There's improvement I believe. But at the end, it's for us to give the girls the belief that we can be champions one day.
Assessment is, we know exactly what we're expecting from Uganda. We know the physical team, and we know they're going to depend on it more. But it distracted our play a little bit, and that is where I saw that we were lacking a little bit. But we've learned a lesson from this, and then we rectified it. Very interesting. Now, we were not functioning in our midfield well in the first half. We were playing the ball over our midfielders, so there was no coordination and movement there, and then and that made us not come to the game and control it the way we wanted. And those were the adjustments that we need. And then we needed some bite more up front, a bit of speed behind them. And those were the adjustments we did. And we saw the effect immediately. But it cannot go specifically to a player like that. I was just telling you that our midfield was not functioning the way it's supposed to be. She was one of the midfielders, of course, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's up to her. We didn't get a combination, the movement, the way we wanted. We are a team that wants to dominate more, and we want to win the midfield to be able to explore and do the things that we want to. We were not getting it functioning, and that's why we did those changes to rectify them. That's a good question. As for the physicality aspect of it, we know that it's important, and we've been working on it very well. We looked really fit, but we saw that Uganda had other type of physicality, and that wore our players down a little bit. But our aim is to play around them as quickly as possible to avoid body contact and things. We didn't really get that in the first half, but we are a team that plays around much quicker than we did today. And also, one other thing I could add up is that we wanted to be able to have some fewer practices on the natural grass. That also, I saw that affected us a little bit because we trained a bit few.
And a quick one, your set pieces. I think you need to work on the set pieces.
Thank you so much. I was also pissed off with that, to be honest with you, because I think we are better than that. The quality of the hasn't been good at all, and then I can't understand at this moment that we can kick a corner kick to go out of the field. Things like that. It has been our strength, but sometimes, as I played also before, you can have a bad day in certain things. Today we had a bad day on. This is the beauty of football. Everybody sees it differently, and of course we want to beat our opponent. So it's about also studying and seeing the things that we think they've added, which is a little bit destructive to us or a bit new. So we will also look at it, and definitely, because we want to go to the World Cup. And to go to the World Cup, it means we have to go there to get results. So now we're going to do everything we can to be able to get the results.
Sure.
I'm glad you said that they had one chance and then they scored.
Yes.
You could see that before they scored, we were almost the better side, and we hit the post and things like that. I saw within those times in the players when we didn't get the goal, agitations came in, and they became a bit unsettled. And then from nowhere, Uganda scored a goal. But what I like about it is the character we showed and the attitude that we showed. And that shows that we are a team which is strong, can deal with anything that comes. Yes, it's to believe in ourselves more, believe in what we are doing. Today we were trying to jump over our type of play and play more deeper in the beginning, more than we should have done. And that didn't connect the team the way it's supposed to be. So that's the things that we will look at very well. That's a bit interesting. I'm somebody who is very realistic, and then I go step by step. We have a goal to go to, we have an aim, but then we have to go a step at a time. And now all our focus is what we can do in Uganda to be able to get the right results. And when we are done with that, we will see what we do next.
I believe in my teammates, and I believe in the technical team. Everything they do is right, and they want the best out of us. So I trusted my teammates and pray for them, like have that energy and support for them. Yeah. So I knew we will win. I can say in the game of football, you don't have to be comfortable somewhere than somewhere. In every game, you have to be prepared, ready for everything. Despite the pitch, everything, you have to be prepared. So I don't feel comfortable somewhere than somewhere. Mine is to be there.
Oh, absolutely. But I will not sit here in a press conference and talk about what we think. I will discuss that with my analysts and with my technical team. Definitely, we know we will come up with the way to deal with them. For me, if I say who is my best player, maybe you'll be surprised. To be honest, I see the game totally different. I see the collective. I see what we have planned, what we exhibited on the field. Those are the things that are important to me, not individual. Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Chantel here, Black Queen player. Can you subscribe to AutoTube, wherever the link is?